Oles is out of the ballgame, but I'm sure he's looking for somebody with the same size helmet as him.
Or somebody with the right size wrench. Third down, and it is really coming down here. First down run, though, by the West Bloomfield, by the Chargers, and it was number 45, James Phillips, on the run. Oh, thank God they got this thing up, Frank. I don't have any clothes that'll keep me dry enough, and in fact, we still have to make the trek downstairs.
Well, it looks like West Bloomfield is going to have trouble getting back into this game because they needed the dry sky to be able to throw the football, and but it may enable them to get a break here.
Handoff to King as he tries to leap over a couple people. He hasn't gone down yet. Now he does. Michaud was there to make the tackle. He had some help over there from Mariani, number 84. Well, Uric King would not go down. In fact, looked like he was just slipping tackle after tackle. And now Wyndham will come into the game, and I think that after that play, King's going to come out, and he is not running standing up.
Well, Coach Harper doesn't want to see that happen. He's already got quite a few people with injuries, and King is a little dinged up here, and it's time to give him a rest and hope the rest of the team can take over for him.
It is second down and a lot of movement. I think guys are trying to get in their three-point stance, and when they get the third point down, they slip. I tell you, obviously this weather is going to be in Lathrup's favor in more cases than it will be in West Bloomfield because of the distance that West Bloomfield has to travel, and they don't have the ball.
Yeah, Lathrup's just got to make sure that they hang on to the football. When it comes to the punting and that type of stuff, it's going to be more difficult. But, you know, West Bloomfield is also going to have difficulty throwing the ball.
From the 30. Need to get it up. It's about 10 yards to go. Counter play handoff to Bryant Wyndham, and Wyndham gets the ball up to about the 38-yard line. And Art Ronan was there as the only tackler for the West Bloomfield Lakers. And that, if I am not mistaken, was the first carry from scrimmage for the 1988 season for number 20, Brian Wyndham.
Well, and Brian did a good job of hanging on to the football. I'm sure Coach Harper's down there saying, you know, please don't fumble, guys. Just hang on to it. Let's grind one out here.
Duran Stevens' injury was a bruised Achilles tendon, and he's hoping to be back next week. Counter play, handoff, Phillips, but Phillips ran. The football stayed there, and it's going to be West Bloomfield's football. And it's hard to tell who came up with it. It might have been Don Liu, number 82, who came up with it for the West Bloomfield Lakers. Let's take a look.
Well, they're doing a fake to King, and they came back with the trap play, and the ball never got there. It looked like Phillips was a little too quick, and they dropped the ball, and West Bloomfield had an opportunity there.
Well, John Menzo's getting his first chance with a handheld camera this week, and I am sure that it's a chance that he may have wanted to wait for another week. Back to throw, and Harden throws a sideline pass, and once again, Lancashire comes back to make the catch. 3 is thrown down there by Brian Wyndham, along with number 29, Ray Moreland, and by the way, the roof leaks.
Well, Lancashire has done a good job of when Harden's in trouble of coming back and getting himself open and making the reception. And he also does an important thing. He gets out of bounds here to get the clock stopped, because the time is definitely the allied of the Chargers rather than West Bloomfield.
Well, we know that the roofer will be out on Monday. I'm coming down to get the umbrella. Hold the game up. It is first down. Harden rolling. He throws, and Lancashire comes back and makes the catch at the 2. Hangs on to the football. It was not Lancashire, but Linnell who made the catch. And down near the 1-foot line, and I'll tell you, Frank, these West Bloomfield receivers are doing a great job hanging on to the football. We can't hold on to our roster.
Oh, the rain is coming down so hard, I can't believe that they can see it. You see him wide open. He gets the ball, and he fights his way down. The last time West Bloomfield in this situation, though, the Chargers stopped him.
Well, it's going to give new meaning to the word Lakers, and Harden hands the football off for the touchdown. The Lakers get on the board with their first touchdown of the game, and it was Greg Ramphos, number 36, who comes up with it. Well, they try to teach us, Frank, to be as professional as possible, but they don't teach us how to be professional when we're all wet.
It isn't raining, is it? Just stop raining?
Well, I'll tell you, I just hope that the foundation is good, but we got a lot of people up here. Now, the official is calling timeout, and I would Mike Olds is if Mike Olds makes this extra point, I'm sure this is going to be one that he's going to remember for a long time.
Well, West Bloomfield can't go for a single point here. Realistically, what they want to do is go for the 2-point conversion, because hey, 1 point doesn't do a thing for them. They need two-point conversions and you know, obviously the touchdowns with them to win the game.
Let's see if it's
just a straight dive play, and it's just the West Bloomfield line does an excellent job of ramming thing. He fumbled it in the end zone, but it was after he'd crossed the line, so they ruled it a good touchdown. This game tightens up, because with this weather and the Chargers having trouble hanging onto the football, look for West Bloomfield to possibly bounce one down that field and create some problems with a wet ball.
The rain is letting up a little bit right now, Frank, but I'll tell you how appropriate a play to score their touchdown was a dive play by Tom Harden, and he's got the football as they're going to go for 2. It is 18-9 right now. Harden will roll. He's got room to run. He's going to run. Now he throws to the end zone, and it's broken up by James Phillips. And now the Lathrup Chargers, with an 18-9 lead, will take over after the kickoff. 18-9 is our score, with approximately 4.5 minutes to play in the game. Oh, what a wild, we were expecting this. We're expecting to begin the game like this.
Well, it came in and it's gone already, and now it's let's get back to football. It's kind of picked up the spirits of the crowd. They're out there wet and jumping around. If it was a Cubs game, they'd be sliding on the tarp right now. I look for West Bloomfield to kick some type of squib kick, whether it be an onside or just to bounce it down there and have that ball wet when the receiver has to pick it up. Lathrup's in a situation where they're looking for the onside kick. They're looking for West Bloomfield to kick it short.
Again, we are assuming there's about 4.5 minutes to go, and it's a good squib kick. Did it go 10 yards? It just scooted over midfield, and the Lakers say they've got the football. There was a flag, so apparently it didn't go 10 yards.
Well, it was close, but I think a West Bloomfield player did do it hit it on this side of the line. There's a debate down there as to whether it was a good kick or good onside kick or not.
I don't know.
I think West Bloomfield recovered the football, but if it didn't go 10 yards, then there's a penalty.
I don't know if we can take a look. There's Al Young.
Okay, the point of first touching, they say it didn't go 10 yards, and they can have the football at the point of touching if it didn't go 10 yards, and the Chargers are going to take it right at midfield.
Well, the combat pay award today is going to have to be split between Bob Davis and Andrew Saber. Andrew is up in the bucket truck, and unfortunately that bucket is living up to its name. And Bob Davis for his technical expertise. 4 minutes to go in the game.
Well, Chargers have to hang on to the football here. This is important. They fumbled the last two possessions, and West Bloomfield has been able to score, and they didn't even chance a handoff. Garagosian faked the option and then just came back with a run up the middle of his own.
Linnell makes the tackle at the 45. It is 18-9. There are approximately 4 minutes to play in this football game, and fortunately, Frank, well, it's not any closer from a